We are in chapter 7, verse 26 of Bhagavad Gita. Vedaham samatitani
Samatitani
Vartamanani Charjuna
Vartamanani Tarjuna
Bhavishyani Cha Bhutani
Bhavishyani Cha Bhutani
Mam Tu Vedana Kaschana.
Mantu Vedana Kashtana
We'll repeat. Vedaham samatitani
Vedaham Samatitani
Vartamanani Charjuna
Vartamanani Tarjuna
Bhavishyani Cha Bhutani
Bhavishyani Cha Bhutani
Mam Tu Vedana Kaschana.
Mantu Vedana Kashtana.
Hare Krishna, I'm Snita Sunal with you in 2-minute Mahabharata stories. After seeing different types of worship, now we are anxious to know about God. Let us continue with chapter 7, verse 26 of Bhagavad Gita. Sri Krishna replies, "Those who know my birth and activities as divine, having abandoned their bodies, attain me." Let us see the meaning of this. Those who understand his divine nature and actions would attain him after departing their physical bodies. So, what we should do to know God? To know Sri Krishna's true nature, we should practice yoga, meditation, or chanting Harinama Sankirtana to get the spiritual realization to know His divine presence. What is this Harinama Sankirtana? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is the easiest manner for this Kali Yuga. And to practice it, and then we will be attaining enlightenment and get liberation, that is freedom from the cycle of birth and death. Let us see a small story. A king's loyal servant knew the king's thoughts and actions intimately. The servant's devotion and understanding earned the king's trust. Similarly, those who understand Krishna's divine nature and actions develop a deep bond with him. How to have close friendship? Only by understanding someone's thoughts and feelings would create strong bond. What is dedication? Devoting oneself to a cause or person like Krishna and his devotees. What is spiritual intimacy? By experiencing a deep connection with the divine. Now, how to cultivate the relationship with divine? By devotional practices, serving others without attachment to outcomes, trusting in the divine God and surrendering to him. For example, we see Hanuman's devotion towards Rama, Kabir's teachings on devotion and spiritual growth. Sri Krishna explains in this verse 26 that by telling to Arjuna that I know of past, present, and future, and I also know all living beings, but me no one knows. In this verse, God declares himself as Trikaladashi, that is, knower of past, present, and future. As most of forgetfulness, many of us in this time we keep noting in our diary or paper even for the day to day groceries. But God is omniscient. He remembers and keeps a record of the deeds and thoughts of every single word of each individual soul of the universe throughout their life and infinite lifetimes. God maintains this record of the Sanchit Karma or of his Prarabdha Karmas, that is, of every soul for endless lifetimes, because as the governor of the law of karma, he dispenses justice to the souls. The moral is with our little intellect, we cannot know the Almighty God. Sri Krishna's infinite glory, splendor, energies, qualities, and extent are beyond the comprehension of our inadequate intellect. Who would know God? God alone knows himself. However, if he finds some eligible soul, he bestows his grace upon that fortunate souls. And then, with God's divine intellect, the soul gets to know God. So, only by God's grace we could know God. Our material intellect does not have the capacity to know Him otherwise. This concept of God's grace is already discussed again, and we'll be seeing it in the chapter 10, verse 11 also. Thank you. Good day to all of you.
ಹರೇ ಶ್ರೀಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಶ್ರೀಮದ್ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆ ಅಧ್ಯಾಯ 7 ಶ್ಲೋಕ 26. ವೇದಾಹಂ ಸಮತೀತಾನಿ ವರ್ತಮಾನಾನಿ ಚ ಅರ್ಜುನ ಭವಿಷ್ಯಾಣಿ ಚ ಭೂತಾನಿ ಮಾಂ ತು ವೇದನ ಕಶ್ಚನ. ಅರ್ಜುನ, ನಾನು ತಿಳಿದಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಹಿಂದಿದ್ದ ಜೀವಿಗಳನ್ನು, ಈಗಿರುವವರನ್ನು, ಮುಂದೆ ಬರುವವರನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ. ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಯಾರೂ ತಿಳಿದಿಲ್ಲ. ಜೀವ ಮತ್ತು ಭಗವಂತನ ನಡುವಿನ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸವನ್ನು ಬಹಳ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ವಿವರಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹೇಳುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಹಿಂದೆ ಆಗಿ ಹೋದ ಭೂತಗಳು, ಈಗ ಇರುವ ಭೂತಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಮುಂದೆ ಬರಲಿರುವ ಭೂತಗಳು, ಈ ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನೂ ನಾನು ತಿಳಿದಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಎಂದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಭೂತ ಎನ್ನುವ ಪದಕ್ಕೆ ಅನೇಕ ಅರ್ಥವಿದೆ. ಪಂಚಭೂತಗಳು, ಅದರಿಂದ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣವಾದ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾಂಡ, ಅದರಿಂದ ರೂಪುಗೊಂಡ ಸಮಸ್ತ ವಸ್ತುಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಸಮಸ್ತ ಜೀವಜಾತಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಭೂತಗಳು. ಈ ಹಿಂದೆ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯಾದ ಅನಂತ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾಂಡ, ಈಗಿರುವ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾಂಡ, ಮುಂದೆ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯಾಗಲಿರುವ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾಂಡ, ಹಿಂದೆ ಇದ್ದ ಅನಂತ ಜೀವಜಾತಗಳು, ಈಗಿರುವ ಅನಂತ ಜೀವಜಾತಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಮುಂದೆ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯಾಗಲಿರುವ ಅನಂತ ಜೀವಜಾತಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿದವನು ಆ ಅನಂತ ಕೋಟಿ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾಂಡ ನಾಯಕ ಭಗವಂತನೊಬ್ಬನೇ. ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹೇಳುತ್ತಾನೆ, ಮಾಂ ತು ವೇದನ ಕಶ್ಚನ ಎಂದು. ಅಂದರೆ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ಯಾರೂ ಇದನ್ನು ಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ತಿಳಿದಿಲ್ಲ. ಭಗವಂತನನ್ನು ಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ತಿಳಿದವರಿಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗೂ ತಿಳಿಯುವುದು ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ. ಆತ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ, ಪೂರ್ಣ ಮತ್ತು ನಿತ್ಯ ಸತ್ಯ. ಜೀವ ಅಪೂರ್ಣ, ಅಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ಅನಿತ್ಯ ಸತ್ಯ.